The Maple Uprising. A Canadian fiction. Prologue. The Awakening. As the great maple leaves of Canada rustled gently in the crisp, cool breeze, a sense of disquiet hung over the nation. Beneath the serene facade of its natural beauty and multicultural harmony, a storm was brewing, its origins deeply rooted in the discontent that had gradually spread like wildfire. Dissatisfaction had become a unifying force, a clandestine passion shared among a diverse group of citizens, their lives woven by threads of various colors, cultures, and classes. In this land of vast forests, pristine lakes, and snow-covered peaks, the discontent had found its voice. It resonated through the whispers of neighbors in suburban cul-de-sacs, the hurried conversations in downtown coffee shops, and the online forums hidden in the depths of the dark web. The government, once viewed as a protector of liberties and the embodiment of Canadian values, had begun to erode the very foundations it was built upon. The spark that ignited this gathering storm was a relentless barrage of mandates, its leaders claiming to safeguard the people against an elusive threat. Mandates had become the bitter pills forced upon the populace, causing a rift in society, as many questioned the price of their compliance. They watched as personal freedoms, hard-earned rights, and the principles of democracy vanished behind a veil of political agendas. The cataclysmic events that followed, whether government-manufactured natural disasters or draconian travel restrictions, further fueled the growing discontent. Injustice and corrupt politics became a bitter stew, stirred by those in power to maintain their grip. Government-controlled media, as censored as an artist's palette without color, churned out narratives that left citizens blind to the truth. The ban on social media information, the influence of the World Health Organization, WHO, in politics, and the shadowy hand of the World Economic Forum, WEF, all played their part in casting a pervasive shadow. As a parallel world emerged within the nation, one of the secrets, whispers, and clandestine gatherings, it was in the hearts of ordinary citizens that the Sovereign's Commission for New Canada, SCNC, was born. United by a fierce love for their homeland, this diverse group of individuals from all corners of the nation vowed to write a new chapter in Canadian history. The SCNC's plan was audacious, a seemingly peaceful but ultimately impactful coup that aimed to restore faith in a government turned rotten. Yet, the secret that bound these patriots was a far more perilous one. Beneath the facade of a peaceful transition, they harbored the vision of a total, violent purge of the present government, leaving no room for its malign influence. Their aim was to forge a new government, a true democracy where the people held the reins of power, determining their country's destiny on global, national, and local scales. In its place, the SCNC envisioned a new form of government, where the people held the reins of power and dictated the nation's destiny on the global, national, and local scales. It was a vision so radical and audacious that it whispered the promise of a new Canada, a nation untethered from its past, rewriting its future. The strike they planned was audacious, almost unimaginable. A simultaneous upheaval across all branches of government, in every province and city, on one fateful day. The nation would awaken to find its governance transformed overnight, its destiny remade by those who had long been oppressed. It was a daring aspiration, a dream no less audacious than crossing a chasm with a bridge woven from the threads of hope and fear. The strike they envisioned would occur simultaneously across all branches of government, in all provinces and cities, on a day and at an hour predetermined for the grand transformation of a nation. The northern lights danced in the night sky in the heart of Canada where the rivers whispered secrets. The SCNC was gathering its strength, preparing for the day when their collective will would clash with the entrenched forces of power. This was a tale of resolve, of clandestine plots, of heroes in the shadows, and of a nation poised on the precipice of revolution, where allegories would come to life, metaphors would take form, and analogies would manifest as reality. Amidst the pristine landscapes and picturesque cities of Canada, beneath the serene surface of maple leaf grace, there grew a discontented rumble. Ordinary citizens, from Toronto's bustling streets to the quiet fishing villages of Nova Scotia, found themselves disillusioned and frustrated with their government's actions. They felt the weight of imposed health mandates, like chains on their wrists, restricting their freedoms under the guise of public safety. Government-manufactured natural disasters seemed to wreak havoc too frequently, leaving a trail of skepticism in their wake. Travel restrictions severed bonds between friends and families, and a sense of isolation loomed heavy. The injustice that permeated the political landscape and corrupt politicians seemed to be a never-ending blight on the nation's honor. The government's tight control over the media and the suppression of information on social media platforms left the populace in the dark, their voices silenced. The influence of international bodies like the World Health Organization, WHO, and the World Economic Forum, WEF, in national politics ignited a fiery fury, as Canadians yearned for sovereignty, not foreign interference. As the new dawn's first light broke, the SCNC's leaders, gathered in the shadows, knew that the whispers of the Maple Uprising were about to erupt into a symphony of change that would echo through the ages. The fate of Canada hung in the balance, poised between revolution and restoration, and it all began with the quiet stirrings of discontent that had birthed the Sovereign's Commission for New Canada.